Why so bullish?
Right. Well, all of our stock picks, and we cover about 40, 50 of the top and largest tech companies. We base our targets on simple earnings per share times PE. We give Amazon a 65 times PE, which is our max PE for any tech company. Many tech companies trade much higher than that, but I'm not willing to pay for that. And if you just run a model, simple income statement, and you see the accelerating revenue growth and the flow through to earnings, we get about $72 for next year. That's actually where the street is. So I'm not that crazy on my numbers for next year. And so, 72 times 65, you get 4,700 about. And so, as long as you know what the market is paid for a stock, and based on running the numbers what the company has a potential to earn, you can figure out what your price target is and get some conviction where the stock can go.
Hi, it's Hadley out in Dubai. Great to have you on the program. I just want to ask you, in terms of the sort of headwinds that you could potentially see coming down the pipe for Amazon specifically. We're talking about this proposed ban in India, for example, on e-commerce sales, the flash sales. You've got in Germany trade unions on the rise calling for workers to go on strike, and all of that, of course, against the backdrop of everyone's attempt to get things back on track after COVID-19. What do you see happening there?
I think the biggest thing is just the economy and, the government push, or the global coordinated government push to get the economy going after the pandemic and bounce back. And, that's been successful. And after the pandemic or during the pandemic, the world and consumer process has just changed. People are more comfortable not going to work and staying home. And people are more comfortable just shopping from home. I don't think that's going to change so fast. I think these are more, that the pandemic caused more secular shifts of how we do things. And so Amazon's going to be a big beneficiary. So I think the major thing is just to watch the economic trends, because, if the Fed decides they need to slam on the brakes and raise rates because inflation's running hot or something like that, and that slows the economy, that's the risk. But until then, we see the numbers. You see the numbers the last few quarters, the last year have just been very strong. This is a freight train. I don't see it slowing. I would say that, there is some risk that, a tech demand or PC demand, but Amazon's pretty broad, but PC demand could slow in the second half because so much PC consumption was pulled forward into last year with the pandemic, where people were staying at home, they needed an extra computer or two. So that pulled forward a lot of demand. So that is something, but generally Amazon's broad enough. The numbers have been strong. I think the main thing is just the economy. So as long as the economy is good and you have this secular shift, I think it's reason to have conviction and be excited about Amazon's potential.